up, wake up. You know I love to see your face with no makeup.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is mainewonders, and if you're new, as always, don't forget to hit this video a big fat thick thumbs up if you did enjoy it, obviously. Don't forget to comment your thoughts. I think if one video you do need to comment, this is the video, because I definitely want to know what you guys think about the story time that I'm about to tell you guys. And for example, what you would have done if you were in my situation. As well as don't forget to subscribe, obviously, and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I post new videos. So let's just dive right into the video. So I'm gonna make this video as short as I can because it's very late, but because it's still fresh, and you guys know I tell y'all everything, especially when it just happened. I'm in a habit of trying to get that done. So the last story time was about my Uber incident. I'll link it down below. Excuse me, you guys can go check that out if you haven't already. However, the story time is a little different. It's an incident that happened literally today, a few hours ago. And I'm not so sure how to feel about it. It was very, very hectic and emotional, and I feel violated. But let's just get into the story time. You guys let me know how you feel, what you would have done. Yeah. So I was on my way to the airport. Everything was fine. I don't know if I should mention the airport, like I don't know if that's important, but maybe I should, just for story purposes. I don't know, but there's nothing wrong with the airline. I would like to say the airport. I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with the situation, but more so how it happened, if that makes sense. I just want to make that disclaimer, like, state it and make it clear. Okay, so I went to Lanseria Airport. That's in Johannesburg, for those who don't know, in South Africa. And I know that when you're at the airport, obviously they check your luggage. They just do a lot of security checks and everything. I get that. It's just how it was done. That's my problem. But anyway, let me tell you guys the story so you get the clear picture. So I checked in online, of which obviously, if you know, you're allowed to. I've done that almost 70% of the time. Every time I'm flying, I always do that. I check, especially if I'm flying domestic. Obviously international, I don't really do that. I rather just go check in there because I have to do my bag and everything. But when I'm always flying domestic, not always, but most of the time I'm flying domestic, which is local, I usually check in online because I've missed my flight from not checking in online, and they close the check-in desk or whatever. So I checked in online. Everything was cool. My boyfriend dropped me off at the airport. It was time for me to, it was almost boarding time anyway, so he didn't come in, and I was cool with that. I told him I'm going through anyway. So he left, walked in the airport. Everything was fine. Bear in mind, I've got my little bag with me, like my hand luggage. It's like a small handbag. I've got my laptop with me. I'm just carrying it on my hand, like I've got a little pouch for my laptop bag. And I'm pulling my suitcase. It's a really small suitcase that goes sky check, or if it's not sky check, like in the cabin. So cool. So I go through the first security, and I want to call this check-in security because it's between check-in and boarding. So I was not boarding yet, I was still going through check-in, and everything was fine. Greet the security, sawubona unjani, yaphila, and the guy was like, "Eli boarding pass yakho?" I was like, "No problem." I gave him my boarding pass. Everything was cool. And he said, "You can go through." I went through. I went into the second one, and this was when they kind of put all your stuff, like your cell phone, your jewelry, your bag, your laptop, and your cabin luggage through the scanner thing. I don't know what you call it. correct me in the comment section. I don't know what you call it, but basically where they check to see what's in your luggage, if there's any like scissors or bombs or I don't know, just whatever's just not supposed to be there, they check it over there. So they checked my goods and my goods were fine. I went through the metal detector. It didn't buzz or beep or anything, so it didn't check me or anything there. But when I got there, I also greeted them. They greeted back. It was all cool. It was, you know, it was a vibe. Got to the other side. The lady was nice. She was like, hello, and she was fine. Everything was chilled. Okay, this is when the switch up happened and it started. So I take my luggage. Obviously, there's other passengers behind me and there's passengers in front of me. I take my luggage. I take my stuff. Everything is intact. Everything's good. I'm cleared. I start walking. Now, I want to say I was midway check-in and boarding. So I was like literally in no man's land in the middle. Like, so everyone's like, there's people sitting here. The lounge is like really far off. And then there's like steps to go down to the different gates. This... And I really want to say this in the most calm way possible because I'm still angry. This lady literally comes from nowhere and she just nudges and like she kind of pushed me in a way, and she was very abrupt and she was like, I'm this and I need to check your bag. I have to just see your bag and whatever. Bear in mind, when she showed me her little card identification thing, she showed it to me down here by her thigh, so it looked very sketch. And how she did it was almost as if she didn't want everyone else to see, but only me. So I'm still chilled. I'm still late. Like, I'm relaxed. I'm like, yo, who? Coming to do what? For the who? She's rushing me and telling me, I have to search your bag. Then I'm like, you have to search my bag. Who are you? And then she rushes me and she says, come this way, come this way, come this way. I need to search your bag right now. I'm like, oh, I'm late. I'm going to be late for my flight. Like, guys, I was literally like, who are you? Like, why are you searching my bag? I'm late for my flight, bro. Like, we're about to start boarding. This lady's like, okay, no problem. I need to search your bag. As she takes my suitcase, guys, this is when it goes south. She takes my suitcase, she flings it onto, you know, like the chairs where everyone is like the waiting area. She flings it onto there. There wasn't anyone on this like array of chairs. She flings it there and she wants to proceed on checking it. Before she opens my suitcase, I'm like, excuse me, who are you and why are you taking my suitcase? She gives me this little identification thing. Now I'm gonna like show you an example. I'm not gonna show the actual one. On here, there was her face, a picture, her name, and the emblem of the SAPS thing, whatever. Like, you know, the badge thing, but the emblem was there. Okay, cool. So I'm looking at this thing. I'm like, who are you? What you doing? Take a picture of it. She asked me for my ID. I gave her my ID. And bear in mind, she's doing all this very, very aggressive. Bear in mind, she also hasn't told me what she's doing and what she's doing it for and what's the reason for me specifically. You feel me? Okay, cool. Another lady comes along. She's also, oh, I didn't tell you guys, they're not wearing a uniform. Literally dressed like a casual passenger that's passing by. You wouldn't tell anything. And plus, they don't look like cops. I don't know, maybe, I don't know how cops are supposed to look, but she wasn't wearing any uniform, no badge, nothing, except for this little ID thing that you're showing me. Okay, cool. Then they tell me they have to check my bag. It's for authority reasons or whatever they said. And the English was very much George. So I'm looking at them, and now I start shaking on, why specifically do you want to check my bag? They're not telling me it's a random search or, you know, blah, blah, blah. We want to see what's carrying. You know, then I would have been chilled, but they're not telling me that. she now proceeds to want to just slam open my bag. And I'm like, hold on. Let me open my own bag so you check whatever it is that you're checking for, because I don't even know what you're looking for because you're not even telling me. But let me open my own bag. So open my bag. Please bear in mind, we're doing this in the public. We're doing this in front of everybody. We're just going to open up my suitcase in front of everybody. I felt violated. I felt harassed. I felt belittled. I felt, what did I do? Why do I deserve for my things to just be opened and searched like that in the public, as if I smuggled drugs, as if I smuggled something, as if I stole something from somewhere, somehow, like what is it? And the fact is, no one's telling me anything, you know? Okay, cool. We're gonna search my bag. Cool. I actually have footage, so I'm gonna show you guys right over here, or maybe this side, you know. I'm gonna show you guys some footage for you guys to see, because I'm just gonna blur out, you know, the contents of my bag, you know, because that's a bit awkward. But yeah, they had my bag wide open in the Publix. Excuse me. People were just passing behind us, looking and confused on what's going on. You know, I look like the criminal. I look like I'm a smuggler. I look like whatever I had in my bag was wrong. So at this point, I'm a mess. I'm an incomplete mess. I'm confused. I'm vulnerable. I'm by myself with these two ladies that claim to be cops. I then go, okay, cool. You know, let them search your bag. They search my bag. They search my purse. You know, they just ruffle through everything. And in the back of my head and out loud, I started off with the back of my head. I said, you know, my flight is literally gonna leave me. And then I said out loud, you know, I'm late for my boarding. You know, my plane's gonna leave me. And the one lady basically flings back my ID to me after writing it on some piece of paper or whatever. And they close my suitcase and they give it back to me. And at this point, they still didn't tell me what they were looking for, why they were searching me, or any of sort of information. Okay, cool. And then the other one says, thank you very much, with an attitude. And at this point, I was fuming. I was angry. I'm not even gonna lie. I was fuming because I felt like this was banged up abroad. The only difference is I was in my own home country. You feel me? This is literally banged up abroad. So they proceed to walk away. As they're walking away, the one officer forgot something, and it was under my stuff. She comes back with attitude, violence, and any aggression she had to come rumble through her way like this is a rugby game to come get the ball, whatever she forgot. I was like, what do you want now? And she grabbed her thing in the midst of my things and she belted out. At this point, my heart and everything felt like there's no way they are actually cops. There's no way. There's no way they're actually cops, and there's no way this is real. Why am I the only one being searched? And on this piece of paper, it's only my name. There's no way possible. So here I am. Dumb me. I don't know if it's dumb or whatever, but here I am. I walk all the way back through the check-in, whatever, security metal detector area. I walk back. I talk to the security. I tell them the whole situation. And they tell me, yeah, that was wrong. That wasn't called for, blah, blah, blah. Go talk to the airline person, this, and that. They give me all sorts of information to go do. I say, okay, cool. And they say they're not allowed to do that, especially because there's camera footage, so you're in a safe place. I did not feel safe whatsoever, but cool. I go to the airline person. I'm not gonna lie, the airline really did help me. The airline person, well, not the airline, but the airline person helped me. So I'm not going to talk about the airline because they have nothing to do with it whatsoever. If anything, the service they gave me was great. I had the flight was okay. The air hostess and everything were good. You know, nothing was a problem. They were helpful. It was all good. Even the person who was the manager of the airline that was on charge was amazing. He's the one who actually helped me try and navigate through this whole situation. So anyway, let me get back to the story. So I go to him and I kind of explain to him everything that happened, and he kind of goes and says, okay, were they wearing a reflector? Because after you go through check-in, if you're a cop, like a SAPS, you're supposed to wear a reflector. I'm like, no, they weren't wearing no reflectors. They were literally in normal clothes like you and I. They were literally looking like commoners. So then the guy goes, oh no, okay, what happened? I tell him the whole story. They didn't explain to me what they were doing it for. They didn't explain why were they searching me, what was wrong, because according to my knowledge, if you're searching someone, it's usually after the check-in area because, you know, they saw out of the middle seats or whatever that something's wrong or something's fishy, then they search you. But like in the midst of nowhere, they just search you. I didn't know, but if that's the case, cool. Tell me properly. Don't just bulldoze me, take my luggage just like that and search me. You know, at least if I'm saying no, what's going on, take me to the offices and search me. You know, don't search my stuff in public. I mean, that I felt like was just no. Anyway, so he then escalates the matter. He talks to them and whatever. I'm gonna tell you guys the update in my next video or my next vlog. Hopefully I can get some footage of at the airport. If I do get some footage, best believe that's gonna be in my next vlog. But yeah, I don't know, like, you guys let me know in the comment section if there's any SAPS people who are watching this. Please let me know if that's normal. I don't know, because I felt violated and harassed, and the aggression they had, I felt like that wasn't okay. And don't bulldoze through someone, and just because you have this authority, do all of that. Because remember, I don't know who you are and what you're doing it for. I need to understand what it is that's happening. So I don't know, let me know in the comment section what you guys think, what you would have done differently if you've gone through a similar situation at the airport. Let me know in the comment section down below, because I would definitely like to know. If you don't want to write the whole story in the comment section, write me an email or you can DM me, you know, on Instagram. Yeah, I feel like that was horrible. I did have 1-2 tears because I just felt harassed, you know. It's honestly not a good feeling, you guys. Can you imagine your entire suitcase just wide open for the public to see? Thank goodness it was like packed nicely, but I mean, still, that was horrible. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you learned a few things. One thing I've definitely learned is my suitcase will always be locked, because I spoke to some friends and family about it, and they said there's a possibility that they wanted to smuggle some, you know, substances in your suitcase. While they did that, the only problem is I was recording and I was right in their faces and I was fighting them. So there's a possibility that I could be doing that, and because your luggage is already checked and everything, and you're on your way to boarding, and no one really checks your luggage on your way to boarding. So probably they wanted to do that, and then on the other side get busted, or someone just takes your suitcase, or another police officer takes your suitcase and checks it, and they get the, you know, whatever it is that they were smuggling for you, or you were smuggling for them, I mean. Yeah, so I think you should definitely watch out for that. And if someone comes to you and says they are SAPS or they're a traffic officer, whatever it is, they need to show valid information, and they need to explain to you what's happening before they actually do it. Because if that's not the case and that's not how it's supposed to be, I don't know how we're gonna know, especially if they're not wearing uniform. How are we supposed to identify you? I mean, I don't know, that's just my thoughts. Other than that, I'm fine now. I'm doing much better. than I was. I was a mess. I was angry and I was a mess. You feel me? But I'm cool now. So yeah, I'll let you guys know if there's any updates in my next vlog. Other than that, I'll link down below my other Uber incident story time in the description box, so you can check that out if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
I know we